Hello everyone, Jean Kanicki here. Today our topic of discussion is going to be on self-actualization. Go ahead, I can hear you thinking, what is self-actualization? Okay, I'm here to tell you that you are not here just to survive. You're here to thrive. Let's talk about the path to becoming your most powerful, authentic self. Self-actualization is the realization of a person's full potential. It's found at the peak of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and is considered the exception rather than the rule, since most people are working to meet more pressing needs. Maslow developed a hierarchy of needs representing all the various needs that motivate human behavior. The hierarchy is often displayed as a pyramid. At the lowest levels representing basic needs and more complex needs at the top. At the peak of this hierarchy is self-actualization. Maslow's hierarchy suggested that when other needs of the pyramid base are met, you can focus on this pinnacle need to achieve your full potential. It's important to note that self-actualization isn't about being perfect or achieving all your life goals. Instead, it is a state of mind that allows people to approach problems, relationships, and needs with acceptance and understanding. You may ask, what's the characteristics of self-actualized people? They tend to have a number of characteristics that allow them to achieve their fullest state of being. In addition to those that were originally proposed by Maslow, modern researchers have expanded on these traits and suggests that other personality traits that are also connected to self-actualization. Some of the key characteristics of self-actualization include a peak experience involves feelings of intense ecstasy, joy, and wonder. During such experiences, people often lose track of time and acutely feel that what they're experiencing is important, valuable, unique, and even special. These experiences can also be transformative. People may walk away feeling as if they've been fundamentally changed or gained insight into themselves and the world. In other words, peak experiences are moments of transcendence in which a person emerges feeling changed or transformed. Self-actualization is also marked by the ability to maintain a fresh outlook on life. Instead of seeing everyday experiences as mundane or stale, self-actualized people continue to feel a sense of awe, wonder, and joy. They maintain a sense of gratitude for the good things in life, no matter how often they experience those things. Self-actualization involves acceptance. Another key characteristic of self-actualization is the ability to accept themselves and others as they are. They tend to lack inhibition and can enjoy themselves and their lives free of guilt. Not only do self-actualized people fully accept themselves, they also embrace others for who they are. Other individuals are treated equally, regardless of their background, their current status, or other socioeconomic or even cultural factors. Self-actualized people are realistic, which is another major characteristic of self-actualized people, is a sense of realism. Rather than being fearful of things that are different or unknown, the self-actualized individual can view life as it unfolds logically and rationally. Self-actualized individuals are often motivated by a strong sense of personal ethics and responsibility. They enjoy applying their problem-solving skills to real-world situations and helping other people improve their lives. Some examples of self-actualization is teacher who mentors students after hours, not for pay, but because it aligns with their purpose. Or an artist painting for self-expression rather than popularity or profit. Or someone who leaves a high-paying job to pursue a passion that fulfills them, like starting a nonprofit for animals or something like that. Another example is a parent raising children with empathy and encouraging them to follow their own paths. Or a person learning a new language or instrument just because they love the challenge. Or it could be an individual who practices daily meditation to grow in self-awareness. It could be a person who travels alone to learn more about themselves and the world. Even choosing authenticity over approval, being your true self in a world that often rewards conformity. Self-actualized people tend to be very independent. They don't conform to other people's idea of happiness or contentment. This original perspective allows the individual to live in the moment and appreciate the beauty of each experience. People with self-actualization value their privacy. They value their privacy and enjoy solitude, while they also love the company of others. Taking time to themselves is essential for their personal discovery and cultivating their own potential. They have a philosophical sense of humor. They generally have a thoughtful sense of humor. They're able to enjoy the humor in situations and laugh at themselves, but they don't ridicule or joke at the expense of another person's feelings. A person with self-actualization may laugh at themselves. If they say something silly, for example, but they won't make fun of someone else who did the same. Spontaneity is a sign of self-actualization. I love this one. Another characteristic of self-actualized people is a tendency to be open, unconventional, and spontaneous. While these people are able to follow generally accepted socially exceptions, they don't feel confined by these norms in their thoughts or behaviors. They have a sense of purpose. Researchers have found that self-actualized people often feel they have a specific mission, duty, or responsibility in life. This purpose is often humanitarian in nature. They feel deeply connected to other people and experience the tremendous empathy. This sense of empathy and purpose often drives them to work toward making the world better. Another great example of self-actualization would be a person who takes action to help reduce social injustices. Self-actualized people have concrete goals. They don't see things as simple as a means to an end. The journey toward achieving a goal is just as important and enjoyable as actually accomplishing the goal. While self-actualized people have concrete goals, they don't see things as simple as a means to an end. The journey toward achieving a goal is just as important and enjoyable as actually accomplishing the goal. Let's look at how one can achieve self-actualization. Fortunately, there are things that you can do to become more actualized. Live more authentically and bring a sense of purpose and meaning into your life. It can be accomplished by being accepting, working on becoming more accepting of yourself and the people around you. While getting annoyed with things you change or do differently is easy, try to look at each person and situation with kindness. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice that involves learning to focus on the present moment without judgment. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of yourself and the world around you. You can also work on being empathetic. Showing others empathy and compassion is important to self-actualization. You can work on building your empathy by imagining yourself in other people's situations, volunteering for causes that help improve the world, and looking for ways to make your local community a better place to live. Another thought is to practice openness. Self-actualized people can look at the world with fresh ideas, contemplate other perspectives, and approach the world with an open mind. Learning how to cultivate a sense of openness can help you learn things about the world and yourself that you might miss. Another thought is to consider therapy. Psychotherapy can help you better understand yourself and have a greater sense of self-fulfillment. Recap, self-actualization can improve your well-being, but it's important to recognize that it may look different for each person. Achieving your full potential takes time. It is more about the journey toward becoming your fullest self than reaching a specific destination. By recognizing the characteristics of self-actualized people, you can practice some of these strategies in your own life to become self-actualized. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.